buy a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is.
See what this shit gonna be hitting on, man. They keep advertising shit, bro. Don't nobody care.
Welcome back to our road to NBA 2K26. There has been some news since we last talked, and we didn't have a stream yesterday, but hopefully you were able to check out the new presentation courtside report and those new clips that showed off some of the new details on players' faces and jerseys, the new lightings in the arenas, on the court floors, and much more. I saw some side-by-side pictures yesterday of 2K25 next to 2K26, and to me, it is a big difference. I was seeing some comments that were like, you guys couldn't see a difference, and I am not sure what you were looking at, but we were not looking at the same thing. But anyways, the days are flying by, and today we are here to talk about
the first thing Evan do is take a shot at the community, bro. Like, if people don't see what you see, that don't mean they not seeing anything, man. Like, what's wrong with you, Evan?
As you hear us talk about NBA 2K26 today,
don't get discouraged because we are talking about NBA 2K26
on Gen 9 platforms.
Y'all know what these
Gen 9 means the version of the game that's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S,
they walk before they crawl.
Nintendo Switch 2. We also do have Twitch drops enabled today, which are a chance for you to earn locker codes just by watching these streams. And today is the last chance to earn these 2 locker codes that we've been talking about for a little bit. So we've had this campaign active since our roadmap stream a few weeks ago. And the next time we see you, it is going to be refreshed with new reward. But for now, if you have watched for 45 minutes, you do get 2 1-hour double XP coins to help you out in Season 8. Knock out those final few levels before the season ends this week. And then if you keep watching beyond that and watch for a total of 2 hours, you get 100 overall or higher pack in my team, pants for your MyPLAYER, and also 60 skill boosts. So many of you have been watching since our roadmap stream. You are probably going to be finishing your 2 hours very shortly in the next few minutes, if not already. So once you do, at the end of the show, we will talk a little bit more about how to go to the Twitch Drops website, go to your Twitch inventory, make sure you claimed all your drops so that you get your locker code. But one last note on Twitch Drops, as the name suggests, Twitch Drops are on Twitch. So if you're watching us on TikTok or YouTube or X, come over to Twitch if you want to earn the locker code. Next thing, in case you missed it, last week we did talk about a new creator challenge that we have going on throughout all of these reveals. So if you are a content creator and you break down or react to any of our 2K26 courtside reports in your videos, which many of you do already, just put the hashtag NBA 2K challenge on it and you are going to be helping the community reach a goal of 2,026 videos. After that goal is hit, you all will unlock a locker code for NBA 2K26 that will give you a drawstring bag and a My Team pack that you can use during early access. And on top of that, during this creator challenge, if you go to our website at that link below, you submit your video, you are going to be entered into a drawing for 1 million VC in 2K26, and we are going to pick 26 winners in a few weeks. All right, you guys have heard enough from me. I think you are ready to hear more about the MyPLAYER builder. First, let's welcome in our special guest.
You already know.
Move
around,
Stacks.
Evan.
Welcome in. It's good to see you as always.
What's good, man?
The
chat
Stacks,
ready to get
like,
to it, man. They
bro, like, Stacks a cool dude. I respect him, and I respect everything he does for the 2K community. But why is he up talking about the MyPLAYER builder, bro?
But We are ready to
And
show
did
you a
this
little bit
nigga
now,
make a
and very
tweet
similar
like
to
a
last
few
week,
months ago
Tyrese
saying that he
Halliburton
was
and our
falling
dev
back
team
from
did
this
record
shit?
a
Like,
video together
these
to walk
niggas be
you
weird
through
as
some of the
hell, bro.
highlights of what's new with the builder this year. And as you watch, keep in mind, this video does go by pretty fast. So try to absorb as much as you can, but don't worry if you miss anything, because right after the video plays, we're gonna come back here, and then me and Stacks, we're gonna go through everything in full detail, one thing at a time. Stacks, I am ready. Chat is clearly ready. They're telling us to hurry up. So,
yeah, let's get to it. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get straight to it, man.
Appreciate you, Stacks. You're an honorable brother. Okay,
Hey
we got
everyone,
the courtside
Tyrese
report.
Halliburton here with Zach from NBA 2K to share the detailed features available in the 2K26 MyPLAYER builder. In this courtside report, we'll focus on the new animation glossary, build by badges, new scouting reports, and a lot more. Now let's get started.
This year, the MyPLAYER builder excels at giving players all of the tools to make informed decisions when creating their future superstar.
Man, they still got them same faces, bro. Like,
Starting
damn.
with the animation glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details.
Like, can we get some new faces, some new
If you have a
hairstyles?
specific
I don't
player you wanna model
understand
your
how
game
when
after,
y'all
like
scan
Tyrese
NBA
Halliburton, for
players,
example,
y'all can
use the search
get their
function to
hair
find who you're
exactly
looking for,
alike.
making
But
it easy to see
when
all the
we making
requirements you need to
players,
meet
we
to
gotta
equip
use
their
the
animations.
default
I
hairstyles.
love
Like,
that there are a lot
that's
of options
crazy
to
as
choose
hell.
from.
Like, why
Me
can't you
personally,
just
I'm a
incorporate
YouTube
the
merchant when
hairstyles
it
from the
comes to finding
NBA
good
players?
builds.
Create your own build will sift through dozens of NBA player comparisons before choosing the best animations associated with the suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience from the start.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm hyped for this shit though.
The new build by
Although,
badges featured in NBA
if Madden
2K26
good,
can help shape
I
the
might be
framework
wrapped
for
up
your
in football
MyPLAYER.
for a minute
Choose your
because
desired
I am a
badges and
football
tiers.
connoisseur.
Bronze,
Basketball
silver,
come first before
gold,
any
Hall
other
of
sport,
Fame,
but
and legend.
football
the
is
minimum
right
attribute
on the
points
neck
required will
with that shit.
automatically be
So,
locked in.
yeah.
Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of your choosing and reach a 99 potential overall without missing out on your must-haves. Scouting reports display your best badges and attributes and coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you make a point guard with a low pass accuracy rating, the builder will flag this as an area of concern and potential detriment to your teammates.
Hey,
This
that's
might be
what's
more
up.
depth
That's
than
to
the
help
reports I
all of
see during the
these
season.
non-building
This is pretty fun.
hugs that don't know what they be doing when they in the building.
Max Plus 1s are back, and now there are new Max Plus 2s. They work just like they sound. Max Plus 1s push badges one tier beyond their max potential, and Max Plus 2s take them 2 tiers higher.
That's kinda
Surge,
fire.
Hot Start, and Clutch Gene are perks that temporarily boost your badges up one tier in different game situations. They can even
The
boost
only
a
thing
badge
about the
beyond their
badge
max
perks,
potential.
I'm tired of having to grind for them
New in 2K26,
season after
build
season. Like,
specialization
at
goals
least
allow
make
you to
some of
enhance
them
your
where you
MyPlayer's
just get them
potential in a
permanently.
specific
Damn.
skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. Each area features 9 unique goals that test your abilities in that specialty. Your mastery will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area, including skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names, cap breakers for that skill area, and permanent Max Plus 1 and Max Plus 2 badge perks.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey,
Cap
I
breakers
like
aren't just
that.
back in NBA 2K, they're evolving. In NBA 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated and strongest attributes by 1 point. But if you choose to apply them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example, if your favorite MyPLAYER build is struggling in the rec because you left its free throw rating low, a cap breaker could raise your free throw rating by double digits and provide a significant improvement.
Cap breakers
Hey,
were a
now
game
that's
changer in
tight.
2K25.
That's
I'm
tight.
glad
I
they're
ain't
back to
even gonna lie.
2K26.
That's
My
cold.
boys are gonna be hype about that.
Rebirth has multiple tiers this year, letting you carry over more progress from your existing saves than ever before. Silver Rebirth is unlocked at 90 overall and allows you to instantly unlock any newly created MyPLAYER's maximum potential to the highest overall rating that you previously reached. As you reach 95 overall across new saves, you will unlock Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth. These new Rebirth tiers automatically upgrade your badges to their respective level once attribute requirements are met.
Oh,
MyPLAYER
that
Builder in
is
2K26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build, so you can be a difference maker on the court. Whether you create your own build from scratch or build by badges, find what works for you with numerous personalization options.
It was fun breaking down all the new features in the MyPLAYER Builder this year. Thanks for joining me, Tyrese.
Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition today and start testing the revamped MyPLAYER Builder.
I ain't gonna lie. Outside of the hairstyles, this was a W review. I can't wait to get in that builder. But yeah,
oh yeah. See, the moment we've all been waiting for, I feel like it was worth the wait, worth hearing Evan yap, man. We got to give shout out to the dev team, man. They definitely put in work on this one. Me and Evan is about to dive a little bit deeper into this thing, man. So Evan, are you ready to talk a little bit more in detail about some of these new features we got here?
Yeah, I am. And look, I just want to say I love these videos because they are just packed with footage. You guys just saw it. There's menus and game footage and basically that entire trailer. So I know many of you are going to go back and break it down second by second, and I will be looking forward to seeing your posts and your videos. But for now, we are going to be doing a little bit of that ourselves as well. So Stacks is going to take us through the courts of the report, and then we are going to give you the full breakdown of everything that Tyrese and Zach talked about, let you digest it all a little bit more slowly.
Like he don't even
on
really
top of
want
that,
to be
we do
doing
have a
this
few
shit,
extra
bro.
things to share as well that weren't even talked about in the video at all. Stacks, I am ready for whatever you got first.
Let's get it. Let's start out with the animation glossary. I was noticing that myself. Felt like this was a really good feature. It saves a lot of time for a lot of people. But let's talk a little bit more about it in detail.
Sure. So you may remember from a few weeks ago, back during the roadmap stream, that we mentioned one of the themes of this year's builder is giving you more information and more quality of life improvements. Because we know that making a build is really important, right? That sets the foundation of how you play and your gameplay experience in my career. So you know how important that is to you, and the dev team has added this brand new animation glossary. So now you don't have to go look up what the different animation requirements are and which ratings you have to hit and all that. You can simply pull up this tab in the builder that has all the animations, and it lists every single one with their attribute requirements, and also, if there are any, also the height requirements as well. That alone is a huge quality of life improvement for me. But as you heard Tyrese mention, there is also a search function. So if you tap triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox, you will bring up this keyboard. You can type exactly which player's animations you want to see. So if you want all of Halliburton's animations, or you want to model yourself off of Steph Curry, and you want all of Steph Curry's animations, you can type their name and you can see specifically their animation and what requirements you need to meet to play and look like them. But while we are here about animations, there is one more thing here that kind of went by quick. But Zach mentioned that in the past, when you made a custom build, you ended up with all default animation, right? As most of you in the chat know, those animations are not necessarily the ones that look the coolest or the ones that are most fun to use.
No
this year, the
shit,
dev
Evan.
team has made it so that once you've made your own custom build, the builder is going to go through dozens and dozens of NBA player comparisons for the build you made, even beyond the first 3 that you see when you're at the scouting report. And then it's going to automatically pick the best animations from those players to give them to you right away. So you can see in this screenshot, this build, it got a lot of Curry animations, Lillard, Brunson animations. It got a lot of Curry animations by default. And you can, of course, still change these, but this is the way that the dev team is making the builder more friendly. So if you don't want to bother changing your animations, especially at the start, you will have fun packages that you can play with right away. So that part's not necessarily about the animation glossary, but figured while we're talking about animations, we should mention it here as well.
So we definitely got some quality of life upgrades. I know for me personally, going and making the build and then checking the requirements and all that other stuff like that was a hassle. So now being able to do that while you're making your build is a huge W in my opinion. Next up, we got build by badges. Let's get into a little bit more information about that, man. This is what I was looking forward to.
This one's kind of cool. So building by badges is something that many of you already do. I think many of you in the chat already do this, right? You play with your attributes and try to put them at the sweet spot where you can unlock as many badges as possible. And you know those badges are going to play a big role in how you perform on the court. So this year in 2K26, the dev team has now added this as a feature. So in the build by badges menu, you can pick which tier of a badge you want. So you can see here, you got bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, or legend, and it is going to show you the requirements for each one. So in this example, you can see that for Hall of Fame shifty shooter, you need either a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 three-point shot. And let's say you want to lock that in. If you click the right stick, it is going to ask you which attribute you want to pin. And pinning an attribute just means that you are going to lock in that attribute rating as your minimum. So for this example, let's say you pick whether you want a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 three-point shot. Let's say you pick the mid-range shot. Once it's pinned, you can then safely adjust the rest of your attributes without losing the badges that you know that you really, really want to have for your build. So this person really wanted to have Hall of Fame shifty shooter, that pins it so that they can make the other adjustments without losing that. I think many of us in the build or the past, many of us who did build by badges, we always got like, you make one little attribute go down by one attribute point, you lose the badge you need, then you go all the way back up. But then when you did that, some of the other attributes that were connected to it went down with it, and you had to kind of adjust and fix everything. This kind of just keeps things locked in, so that is really a huge, huge quality of life feature. So if you are somebody who already does this, hopefully this is a nice feature for you. But if you're somebody newer to the game and you just now realized that you should probably be maximizing the badges you get on your MyPLAYER, this feature is going to help you out and educate you at the same time. So hopefully you guys like this.
That's crazy too. That one right there for me, another like I said, quality of life change.
Not bad, not
being able
bad.
to lock that in, making the build, like especially if you're making a specialist build, you know what I'm saying, and you're just building,
Y'all getting
making something
excited for
specifically for those
2K26
badges.
chat?
That'll make that a lot easier as well. Next up, we kind of talked about this during the roadmap stream, so we don't got to spend too much time on it, but it is the body types.
Yeah, so we did talk about this, but back then we didn't have a screenshot. And now we do have a screenshot that we can show. So you can see here that when you are deciding your build's position and your body measurements, that there is a new body type potential preview on the right side. See a little box with the player in it? That is a visual preview that you can use the right stick to kind of scroll through, and you're going to see the different body types your build can eventually unlock by doing workouts in the Gatorade gym.
Man, just the fact that that's over in the corner, bro,
really nice
it's got me thinking we gotta do some shit to unlock the body types again.
Go to the Gatorade gym,
that
find out the build doesn't get the
irritates me
body
so
type you
much.
want,
I don't understand why we gotta do quests to unlock body types.
Check the Gatorade gym again, rinse and repeat.
Like,
that,
come on, bro, like,
so
having a certain body type shouldn't be a reward. Like, it should be a given right. Like, if you want to make your player and customize it to be a certain build,
hopefully this is
as
another
far as like
improvement that kind of makes your builder
aesthetics, I don't understand why we just can't do that. Why we always gotta have some type of incentive behind doing it. Like, come on, bro. Like, 2K gotta stop with that shit.
We got build templates. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so this part, if you guys saw a little snippet of it in the video, this probably looked familiar to many of you. So our build templates are returning. These are the grab and go options that get you a solid build that you can use right away if you want. So especially if you're newer to the game, but also if you just don't want to spend time coming up with your own build, these are really, really helpful. So we can take a quick second to go over the three options. But NBA templates, those are, as the name suggests, those are for you to play like your favorite NBA player. So if you use those templates as is, you will get all the animations of whichever player that build is modeled after. And this year, each season, the dev team is going to add a new set of these NBA templates that have a theme. And for the first season, right at launch, the first theme of the year is going to be a collection of players who have been named All-Stars more than once. So it's going to be many names that you recognize. Then in the middle, we have Pro Tune builds. Those are built by the pros. And what that means is they are built by our dev team. They're built by our experts.
So when you say built by the pros, Evan, the dev team is not pros.
Like, then it gives you a list of builds that match your preference.
No, nigga, y'all not pros.
Then you can see
pros
there in the
mean
upper right corner that
professionals.
starting in season 2, we are going to have community builds again. These are templates.
Are you niggas even
build
considered professional coders?
So they are focused on builds that are unique or competitive or perhaps both. And this has always been my favorite. I have been very open on past streams that I am somebody who watches a bunch of videos. No disrespect
to nobody at all, but
and I end up copying one of
their builds. At the same token,
I might make a little tweak here and there, but I end up copying somebody's builds.
Like, throw that shit in the garbage, bro. So that's extra space
community builds
in the coding section that you could have used for something else.
One cool note about these is that we are working on an official submission process for these, so that if you are a community member, you love making builds, you make content on them, we are going to try to make a process for you to submit your build for consideration. Because in the past, we've just had builds that were submitted to me or submitted to our dev team directly, and we don't want community builds to be limited to people who can message us directly. So we are working on something, and in season 1, hopefully we'll have more to share about how you can get involved in community build templates yourself as well. Stacks?
That's a good thing, because I actually missed out last year. I had a lot of fire builds, man.
Community builds.
Like, I swear to God, y'all, I had a lot of fire builds, but I couldn't put them all out. I was too busy grinding. Like, I made it to veteran 2.
That's pretty fire,
that's probably the highest I ever got in any 2K. So I was definitely proud of myself. I'm not really sure how much of a grind I got this year, because I got other plans for my channel. Like, I don't want to just flood it with 2K videos, but I'm definitely going to have some content for you guys that tuned in and paying attention specifically for NBA 2K.
And the first one,
tips
I don't
and news
think
and
was in the
stuff like
video.
that,
I don't think I remember
gameplay
hearing
videos
it.
and stuff
But
like that.
the max
Definitely, we gonna get in the builder. We gonna spend a lot of time in the builder. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream my first build or if I'm gonna make it behind closed doors.
Or that Zach
for anybody that's in the chat, make sure y'all locked in. Smash that like button for your boy. Also, sub up to the channel if you new and turn on post notifications so you guys will be notified when I go live or when I drop a banger.
That is effective. So if you want to make a really short build or a really tall build, you can. That is totally your preference. But we want to make sure that whether you are short, tall, or medium-sized, it is a balanced experience so that there is more build diversity, which is a big goal, of course, of the MyPLAYER build.
Okay, but by build by diversity, I hope y'all not going to be limited certain builds to certain animations. Like, no, I don't want to see a 7-foot Steph Curry
all over the place.
But I also don't want to see a Steph Curry build that's dunking all over the place.
Moving on, we got the scouting report. Now, this is something I saw a little bit in that video that I kind of want to know a little bit more about as well.
Yeah, so this is the new final page of the builder. It looks a little different than what you've seen in the past, and this is what we call a scouting report. So it's essentially a more detailed summary of the build that you just made, and it has more information than you're used to. So on the left side, you have stuff you're familiar with. You see your shades
I ain't
of
gonna cap though, if that's the
comparisons,
builder screen, that's a nice little thumbnail
also, by the way,
in itself.
while we're here, a little side note on archetype names. I don't know if you heard Tyrese mention in the video.
So for all y'all thumbnail makers out there, get on y'all job. Clip this right now. There go a thumbnail right there.
I saw Zach on X on Twitter asking the community.
You add a few more edits to it, and you'll be good
for your build. But anyways, back to the scouting report. On the right side, you are going to see your best badges and attributes, and then a new section at the bottom that coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. So, let's say you made a point guard, but for some reason you decided not to upgrade your pass accuracy.
I'm trying to have no weaknesses in my weakness category. Watch, y'all gonna see if y'all tuned in. I always make the best builds every year, bro. Like last year, it just 2K25 was in a very, very weird spot for me. I think the harsh reality of 2K25 for me was the fact that
you increase your pass accuracy.
I came to the realization that it was trash. It didn't hit me right off back like season 1, season 2. I think by season 4, I was starting to feel the raft of like, yeah, 2K25 is not it. You know, I went through different phases trying to figure out. I said maybe I'm just outgrowing games.
And we have in the past on this final page.
It was a lot of shit that I was thinking during that time, like. But I just came to the realization it just wasn't a good product. Like 2K25, I don't know what they was doing. I don't know what they was thinking. But they definitely got to rebound hard. Like they got to be on their
somebody right now. I ain't gonna say no
shit
name. That's
with
where
the
they
rebound on the 2K26.
Definitely need that right there. Let's move
2K25
forward, man.
was such a disappointment, bro.
You made a great build. You know, you did your thing inside of there. Now let's talk about badge perks. What do we got there?
Yeah, so now we are getting into the second theme of the builder that we talked about a few weeks back, and that is how you can keep improving your build after you've done making it. So everything from now on is talking about after the builder process. And the way that worked in NBA 2K25 got a lot of positive feedback. So in 2K26, you are going to see a lot of what you love return, but also more on top of it. So for badge perks, the first one to talk about is Max Plus.
Who was speaking about the badge
as
perks?
Most of you know,
I ain't never heard nobody. I'm all over social media.
one tier.
I ain't see
even
nobody
beyond
tweeting
their
about
max.
no goddamn
Just
badge
like the name
perks.
sounds,
Come on, Evan,
Max
you
Plus 2s
gaslighting.
do the same thing, except 2 tiers higher. So if you have a badge that maxes out at gold, and you can insert it
phone
into
him
a Max
grave.
Plus 2 slot, that is going to boost that badge all the way to Legend. Then we have badge perks that activate in specific game situations. So Takeover Surge is a perk that boosts badges 1 tier beyond their max potential while you have your takeover bar filled all the way to level 5. Then Hot Start, that one specifically activates during the early portions of game. So you're going to come out of the gates with one of your badges, or 2 if you have both slots unlocked, one of your badges temporarily boosted 1 tier higher. Then the last one is Clutch Gene. And if you put badges in these slots, they will be boosted 1 tier during high pressure situations. So in the park, high pressure situation means like late game situations down the stretch. But if you're playing like full games, that's going to be the end of the 4th quarter, and overtime, that's going to be when this Clutch Gene kicks in. So these are various badge perks that you're going to be able to earn from seasonal rewards and other places that take your badges quite literally to the next level, or I guess in the Max Plus 2's case, 2 levels higher. Not just 1, but 2 levels higher, from gold all the way to
I ain't gonna lie, that little part is fire.
On top of that. So
I did like the badge perks last year. I just didn't see anybody else like chiming in
Max
about
Plus
them.
1, the way I made my
could
build,
be
I
wrong,
was kind of like, I almost came to a point to where I felt like I needed it. Now having Max Plus 2, definitely going to change the game for my build personally, once I be able to make that, figure out what that is, and then for a bunch of people as well. I know we got a lot of build specialists in the community that's going to know how to take advantage of these type of badge perks right there. So I'm excited to see what the community is able to do with those. Moving forward, next up we got Takeover Progression. Takeover Progression, Evan. What do we got here?
I don't think this was in the video at all. So many of you are probably asking, how does Takeover work? Well, the core of the system is just like last year, right? There's 5 levels. It's automatic. You don't have to activate Takeover, and you get stronger and stronger attribute boosts as you go up to 5 levels. Then at the end, you get a Takeover ability. We talked about that a couple weeks ago about how that system was going to return. We got a lot of positive feedback on that, so I'm sure that sounds familiar. But this year, as you continue to fill your Takeover meter over multiple games, you are going to unlock over 40 Takeover-related rewards. Some of these rewards are going to be Takeover tokens. And you can see in this screenshot on the right side that this person has 39 available tokens. And these Takeover tokens are how you unlock new Takeovers this year. So in total, there are 44 Takeovers and 11 Takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated so that each Takeover is more impactful based on feedback from the community that last year there may have been too many Takeovers. So once you unlock a new Takeover this year, you instantly get access to the full 5 levels. You do not have to keep hitting level 3 to unlock level 4 to unlock level 5. Once you use your Takeover tokens and unlock a Takeover, you get access to all 5 levels right away. Besides that, there are other Takeover rewards though. We have Takeover presets that allows you to change which Takeover you have equipped between games very quickly. There's Takeover accelerators. Those speed up how quickly your Takeover meter fills up as you're doing good things on the court. And then the last one is my favorite, and I think it's going to be the favorite for many of you. Stacks, I'm curious. Do you have any guesses? And don't cheat. I know you have it in front of you, so you could just look, but don't cheat. I'm curious if you know where I'm going next.
First and foremost, people in the chat are asking if this is live. Yes, it is live. We're live right now.
Yes.
Duh,
Two,
what type of stupid ass question is that?
Admit, Evan,
is they live?
Doesn't
it say live on the stream? Like, come on,
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna still guess though. Is it maybe
questions.
custom takeovers? Are we getting custom takeovers, Evan?
That's a great guess, Stacks. Stacks couldn't help himself. He already looked ahead. But yes, the final reward is custom takeover. And this has been something that I've seen requested often, and the dev team was able to make it happen this year. So after you unlock this final reward, we're going to show you the custom takeover menu, and here's what it looks like. It is going to allow you to design your own takeover from scratch. You can pick up to 3 attributes that you want to target. So in this example, this person decided to target speed with ball, 3-point shot, and close shot. It is really up to you. And then after that, you can pick from any takeover ability that your build is qualified to use and pair it with those attribute boosts. So in this case, this person picked lethal layup. And there are a crazy amount of possibilities here. You really can pick what is going to work best for your build and your playstyle. And this is a huge way to kind of improve upon your build during the year, and one of the ways that we were talking about or hinting at a couple weeks back. Stacks, I'm very excited for
that
custom takeover.
That shit sound fire. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They gonna have a nigga out here grinding.
Yeah, I think that's a huge W. Custom takeovers, man. I remember last year, I wanted a specific takeover, but I couldn't get it for my builds, and being able to now have it custom.
Yeah,
like I said, man,
changer.
all of the build creators and people that spend a lot of time in the builder are going to be making some crazy stuff. I'm already knowing right now, so y'all better be locked in with your favorite build creators, because I already know like it's going to be some insane stuff. They're going to be able to
y'all
take
heard
all
what
of these new
Stack said.
features
Lock in with your
and
favorite
think
build
about those
creators
things while making the build.
I'm
and
one of
knowing
the
what to
goats.
upgrade and knowing what not to upgrade. Because they put this on the other side of that.
Big goat.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Anyway,
Big Billy
let's
goat.
go ahead and move forward and talk about build customization. Or specialization, sorry. Somebody asked me to draw a script,
Well,
so there you go.
I always say things are my favorite features, and sometimes the chat calls me out that I say everything is my favorite. But really, I do think this one might be my favorite thing that we've talked about this year. So far, at least. There's more coming. But so far, this is my favorite feature, because as you heard Zach and Tyrese talk about, the dev team has added these new build specialization quest line. So for each save file, you are going to be able to pick one of 5 skill areas to specialize in. And these are the same as the 5 attribute categories. So you can pick from finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. And you do have to meet the attribute requirements for the specialty that you want to pick. Now, each of these specialties is going to give you a unique quest line that has 9 quests in it. And as you complete these 9 quests, you are going to unlock really cool new rewards, including more new ways to upgrade your build. So, let's say you
that
choose the
shit
shooting
sound.
quest line.
Yeah,
This
they
is a quick
definitely
preview that we
went
have
out
of
crazy
the 9
with
quests that you
2K26.
get
They
in the
felt
shooting
the
quest
heat,
line.
man. I
You
just
can see
hope
that for
everything
shooting, you are
translates
challenged to make
as
mid-range
far as
shots or
gameplay
three-point
goes,
shots.
because
A few.
adding all of this stuff,
And with this, as you
2K got a
complete these,
history of
you
breaking
can earn
shit.
rewards like
And
skill
when they
boost
go
and
in
new
to try to
clothing
patch
items,
it and
which many
fix
probably
whatever
expected.
is broken,
But also,
they break
as you
more
can see
shit.
here, if you look
So
closely,
let's just
there are
hopefully see
permanent
that
max
all of
plus
this
2
stuff
badge
is
perks,
incorporated and
permanent cap breakers,
translates to a
and
smooth
also
gameplay
new
for
unique
everybody,
archetype
man.
names that you can earn.
I ain't gonna lie.
From these
So
build
far, I'm
specialization
hyped
classes.
with the builder
This
information.
is a massive
This
addition.
was the
When
only
we said
thing I
earlier, a
cared
couple
about.
weeks
I don't
back,
care about
the
the
dev team
park,
wanted to
even
add
though I
new
play a
ways
lot of park.
for you all to
I
improve
don't
your
really
builds
care.
during
City
the
or
year.
park,
This is
wherever I
exactly
am,
what
I'm
I
gonna
had
be
in mind.
hooping.
This is
So
exactly
I
what
ain't
we
really
meant.
care to
And I
reveal
think
all
you
of that
are
to
really
my
gonna like
community
this. You're gonna be earning
or my
max plus ones,
subscribers
max
or
plus
whatever the
twos,
case is.
cap breakers,
I
and a
feel
bunch
like
of great
most
rewards
people only
from these
care
quest
about the
lines
builder,
that can
and
really
this is
either
why I'm
emphasize
streaming
the
it
best
right now.
skill for your
So
build, or
hopefully
you
you
can kind of see
guys
maybe you have
locked
a
in
weakness
wherever
that
you
wanna
at it,
fill in
you
a
get a
little bit,
chance to see,
and then make your
you
build
know
a
what
little
I'm
bit
saying,
more
what's going on.
well-rounded.
But
Either way,
I'm
build
gonna leave this
specialization,
stream
brand
up
new feature.
so that
Really
if you
excited that
guys
we're gonna
want to
have
come
this in
back and watch
2K26.
it later or whatever the case is,
Just to
that
be
is
sure we
totally
heard
fine.
that correct, Evan. There's no misinformation going on. You said permanent max plus 2s?
Yes. Yes, I believe so. I believe they are permanent.
Come on, Evan. Don't be misinforming us,
sure.
bro.
Just making
You gotta,
sure
it's like
that
you gotta
sounds
be
fire.
100% sure,
Seems like
bro.
the community, people in the chat like that part of it, so I like that part of it too. Let's move on. We got more impactful cat breakers. I was looking at that inside the video, and definitely, you know, I'm just need a little bit of catching up to do. Let's get a little bit more information on that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, since they introduced cat breakers in 2K25, that probably was the highlight of playing 2K25 for me personally. I literally grinded
essentially the way you
every
all currently
season
understand
except the
cat
last
breakers
one
is that a
just for the
+1
cat
breaker
breakers. And the only
literally
reason I
adds
ain't grind
+1
season
to
8
your
for the
attribute
cat
pool,
breakers is
right?
because
So,
I'm almost
many
at
of
veteran
you,
2.
this
At
past year in
veteran 2, I think
2K25,
you unlock
you chose
5
to use
more
those
cat
+1
breakers.
cat
So
breakers to
after
make your
them
best
5, I don't need
attributes
no
even
more.
better, right? You
I
go
would
to
love to have
94
an
to go to 95,
ultra
or 95 to go to 96,
maxed out
right?
build, but
Well, this year,
my
in
builds was
2K26,
cracked before the cat
still work
breakers.
that way for your
With
best
the cat
attributes,
breakers,
right?
it
They
just
can't go
make
that
them
much
OP,
higher. You're
especially
still
with
capped
my
at
stick
99.
skills.
But if you use them on your lowest rated attributes, you are actually going to see an even bigger impact. So let's say you made a great build. You were having a lot of fun with it in the park. That's the mode you play normally. But then you got some friends and they're like, hey, let's go play in the rec instead. Well, the difference is the rec has free throws if you get fouled. So if you are like this person and you have a 44 free throw rating, you are going to be a liability for your team, right? Well, for this person, if they use the cap breaker on an attribute that is low rated, that +1 cap breaker is not just +1 attribute, it does raise your attributes by double digits. So it is going to provide a significant improvement. So for this person, let's say for their free throw rating, instead of one cap breaker taking them from a 44 to a 45 this year, they could go up 11 attribute points. And that's just with one cap breaker. You know, you can zoom in, take a screenshot of this and see this example, how every single stage, there could be more than +1 attribute with each +1 cap breaker. So this is really about making cap breakers literally more impactful this year. And, you know, as we talked about already, you can earn these cap breakers from build specialization quests. They are still going to be in season rewards, rep rewards, and there are also other new ways to earn cap breakers that we can't talk about just yet today. So you're just going to have to be patient and wait and see. But cap breakers are back, and they are much more impactful than they were this past year.
I mean, we need the details, man. We need the full details. All right, let's
For
go
real.
on. Last but not least, the new Rebirth feature. Let's talk about it.
Yes. The Rebirth got a nice upgrade as well. And this is a very, I saw a lot of W's in the chat when this was playing in the video. But there are now multiple tiers of Rebirth. And that means you can carry over more and more progress the higher your tier. So at 90 overall, you're going to unlock Silver Rebirth. That means your max potential will be unlocked to match your highest rated build, and your badges are going to start at Silver. That is just like how it used to be.
It would be
But as
nice
you
if
keep
they
reaching
start
95
giving us
overall
some
in new saves,
incentives
you are going to unlock
from
more tiers
the
of
previous
Rebirth. We're going to
2Ks.
call them
Like,
Gold,
we
Hall of
should be
Fame, and
able to
Legend
carry
Rebirth,
something
just like
from
the badge tiers.
2K25
It
into
is named that way
2K26.
because with those rebirths,
The fact
the
that
badges
we
on your new
spend
saves
a lot of
will
money
automatically
year-round
start
on our
at
builds,
that
and
tier,
we're not
right?
even
As long as
able
they're
to
eligible,
take like
right? A
our
badge that's only eligible for silver is not going
clothing
to suddenly
items.
start at legend.
You know what I'm
but it will
saying? Like,
start as high
should
as
be
it is
crazy,
eligible
bro.
for.
They'll have
So
us
with Legend
grinding
Rebirth, once you
for the
unlock
same
that,
stuff we
when you
earned
make new
last year.
saves, all of your
And that
badges
shit don't be
are
sitting
going to
well
be
with
maxed
me,
out
man.
right off the bat.
That's
right?
that's
Go
one
higher
of the
than Legend.
things about
So with
2K that
Legend
I
Rebirth,
really be
all your
hating.
badges
The
will be
constant
as high
repeating
as they
grind
can
for
be.
the
So,
same
for those of you who
rewards
make a lot of
over and
builds during
over.
the year, I know
And I'm
you are
not
really
talking
gonna
about
like
like
this feature.
specific season
Especially
rewards.
those of you
I'm
see
talking
max
about
out
all
15 of your save
in-game
slots or
rewards. Like,
however many
it's
there are.
always the same
You
shit
guys
we
are
gotta
really gonna like
unlock.
this feature because as you make your new
Like,
builds with
I
that
ain't
higher
feeling
rebirths
that
from Hall
shit
of
this
Fame
year.
and
I ain't
Legend
even gonna
Rebirth,
lie to
you
y'all.
are really going to be saving a lot of time as you keep making new builds. So hopefully you're really excited for Rebirth.
I really
and
want to
the new
know how
tiers
this
of them
rebirth
beyond
works.
Silver.
That's usually my first goal.
All right. That was a lot of information right there.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people was excited to see
This was a W
builder
reveal,
information.
Stacks
I
and
think we
Evan.
went
I ain't
over a
gonna
lot
lie.
of
I ain't
great
gonna hold
things.
y'all.
I'm sure there's still some other things that we don't know about yet. And I'm looking forward to know about too. So
I'm trying to see what these community day dudes
Yeah,
do.
so that is everything new with the MyPLAYER builder this year. You know, as you're making new builds, you are going to see more information and more quality of life features. than
Damn,
ever before. So we
2K22
talked
about
the
the
animation
drop-in.
glossary.
I mean,
build by
2K26
badges,
about
the
the
scouting
drop-in.
report that gives
22
you more
days,
information on
chat.
your build. But then after that, for those of you who really get into the nitty-gritty of the builds, after that, I hope you all will feel that we kept our promise when we said that there would be new ways to improve your build throughout the year. So there are things like the build specialization, the new custom takeover, the cap breakers are better. So look, I am really excited for this year's builder. The full courtside report is live on the NBA 2K website. So if you missed any part of this stream, you can read through the blog there, or we can wait until we're off, sign off, and then the VOD will be up on our Twitch channel and YouTube channels as well, where you can rewatch this. Either one, up to you. But if you have any questions about what we talked about today, go head over to our Discord at discord.gg/NBA2K. We have a 2K26 questions channel in there. Drop your questions in there. We're going to share some with our dev team and try to answer as many as we can. Remember though, keep your questions on topic, please, because we are talking about the MyPLAYER builder right now. So we are not answering questions about the city or my team or anything else that is still to come. So please try to help us keep things organized in there and make sure your questions are about what we revealed.
Evan made sure y'all don't come
But
with
a couple
the goofy
housekeeping items
questions.
to close things out. If you did finish your Twitch drops, which I hope many of you have, especially if you've been watching with us since our roadmap stream a few weeks ago, you probably finished both the 45 minutes and the 2-hour Twitch drop locker codes. Make sure you claim it in your Twitch inventory. Then go to the NBA 2K Twitch drops website at this link below, which is nba.2k.com/twitch-drops. On this website, you're going to want to log in with the same Twitch account that you use to watch for your Twitch drops. It has to be the same Twitch account, otherwise we don't know that you watched 45 minutes or you watched 2 hours. So log in with that same account, the page is going to refresh, and your locker code will be shown right there. Today is the last day to earn the current Twitch Drops reward. So if you didn't finish your watch time yet, we are going to raid somebody, maybe sitting right next to me. We are going to raid somebody after this show, and you are going to be able to get some drops time on their channel as well. Get some extra watch time because today is the last day for the current rewards. The next time we see you, the Twitch Drops rewards are going to be different. But speaking of the next time we see you, we are going to be talking about my team next week. You know, so far, I think we've said that there's going to be the King of the Court in my team. That's going to have $10,000 on the line on the weekends. But there is plenty more to share about my team, so be sure to tune in next week for our My Team stream. Remember, the little dates on the tape cassettes here, those are week of dates. Every Monday, I hear people, they're like, hey, where's your stream? You forgot to go live. Those are week of dates. So the reveal could be any day during that week. We try to keep you guys on your toes, but as always, we will announce the date ahead of time so you guys know when to tune in. Very last thing, I have been seeing some of the reaction in the chat as we go, and I cannot wait to go fully check out how everybody is feeling. But we do want your feedback on what we shared today. So when the curtains close on me and Stacks, you are going to see a survey that shows up on the screen as a QR code, which we are also going to pin in the chat. We would really appreciate it if you fill that out. Give us some feedback on how you're feeling about, build specialization, custom takeover, all the new features that we talked about today. And I do look through every single one of those responses. So let us know what you think in that survey. But Stacks, I have yapped enough at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show, and basically all the way throughout. That is all I have got.
Whoa,
great
my
information.
bad.
There's still a lot more great information to go. And I'm looking forward to it too. I'm just like, I don't know anything really. So I'm kind of finding out as the weeks go along as well. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are excited for it too.
Absolutely. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We will see you very soon before you know it for the full My Team Courtside report and breakdown of everything that's new in My Team this year. But for now, see you guys next time.
W video, chat. All right, we at the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Tune into the channel, man. Like I said, whoever watching, if you're not subbed up to the channel, sub up. Turn on post notifications so you'll be first to be notified when your boy go live or when I drop a banger. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next couple of days, man. You guys have a good day. Be blessed. Appreciate you guys watching with me. The road to NBA 2K26, My Player Builder reveal. Stay blessed.